In this video, we want to see what grouping in OpenBB looks like. And so there's nothing really to it. You'll see it's extremely simple, but the concept is extremely important because it allows for widgets to be synced together based on the input parameters that you selected. So either the ticker we're looking at, the portfolio client, anything you can set to the same parameter name, and you'll see that they will be able to be linked together. So let's look at these car manufacturer details, okay? I can change to Volkswagen, I can change to Tesla, I can change to 2024. Nothing really to it. When you look into that specific widget, you'll see here's the endpoint for the company options that we have available. The parameters, we have the company that uses the company options, and then we have the parameter here, which is actually options are hard-coded. So there's nothing to it, and so there's no grouping, right? But now there's this separate widget that I'm gonna add into the dashboard, and it's called Car Manufacturer Performance. There's nothing to it either. The only thing is it actually uses the very same parameter names. And so look into what's going to happen. And so this is just the way the data is formatted. But look what's going to happen when I add that into the dashboard. So I'm going to add it. Car manufacturer performance. Okay. Did you see that? Did you see this thing happening? And this is because the workspace recognized that there was a widget that is in this same dashboard that it can be grouped against because that's the same parameter name. So now here I could change this to Volkswagen, but I'm going to create the group one for it and I'm going to group it with this. And so what happens is that now they are synced together. So now if I update this to General Motors, you'll see that both get updated to General Motors. Not the date yet, but the date, because it also has that symbol, it means that he understands that we are talking about the same. And so I can group it. And now this is going to get grouped, and now they are in sync again. So this is a super important concept, and it's extremely simple, like in practice, to actually apply it. And then we have this one, okay? This is similar, as in like, look, if I change this to Google, both get updated. In this case, they were already grouped together because the parameter name is the same. But there's one thing to note here, which is you can trigger the grouping choice by clicking in this column. So if I click on Google here, it's already in Google. If I click on Microsoft, you'll see that it's refreshed. And so this is how we manipulate the concept of widget grouping by clicking on like a watch list in the workspace. And how does that work in code? It's very simple. Everything is the same, except that on the data, the table formatting, when we use AGGrid, you have this extra block, which is the render function parameters. You have the actionType and you have the groupBy controlling something. And so note that this happens in the column that is controlling the widget parameter option, essentially. So that's the only thing to note. The other ones are just have the header name, the cell data type, formatter, what is the width, but that's it. That's how you do the watch list. Now, one thing that I want to add that I like to do, and you can also do if you want, is you can actually go into the parameters options here, and you may turn off the visibility. And so this means that when you save it, you won't see actually the name on the top, but they are still grouped together. So if I click on Amazon, you'll see that it gets updated. And so this is just makes the UI a bit more clean if you don't want to show the that is updated based on that symbol, essentially.